I may look like a furry meets drag queen, but I'm actually in Cats the Musical, and this is what my day looks like. Armed with the Lucia's #1 in hand, I arrive at the theatre and bring a really peaceful and serene energy to the dressing room. I lock in for the first show and start my makeup. This used to be a process that took the entirety of Beyonce's Cowboy Carter album, but I can do it now in about 25 minutes, or 15 if I've slept in. I've come to accept that translucent powder is present in every facet of my life at the moment, and this is the second of about 20 layers I'll smack into my face throughout the day. It gets literally everywhere. I finish off with my white highlights, more powder, a fierce wing liner, and mascara, and that's the completed look. People are usually surprised to learn I do put a wig prep on, even though I have no hair, because if I didn't, my wig would be secured into my skull. I head down to the stage level, and we are led through a very serious science-based warm-up, and then the same for our voice, a bop-boop-bar, if you will. I start dropping into character, and then I head to wigs to get my wig pinned on by the gentle hand of Zara, our head of wigs, and then we spill the tea as she glues yak hair to my face. I head back upstairs, slap on some knee pads, and become one with the lycra, while I mentally, physically, and spiritually prepare for the absolute marathon that is about to take place. I put on all my furry accessories, do up my poppers, and cinch my tail, and I'm ready to sweat profusely for 2 hours, don't forget the chucks. I head down to stage level for Green Eyes, where we get to walk through the gorgeously renovated foyer of Her Majesty's Theatre, hide from the late patrons, and then surprise the audience from behind during their overture. The Jellicle Ball has somehow gotten harder this week, but it's all worth it because Adelaide, you've been going crazy for it, and it's really getting us through. I have a singular bite of my Lucia's #1 to get me through Act 2, and I head back down to transform from friendly, protective, and a little dumb Admetus to the hypnotizing and, more importantly, very tall and thin Macavity. I have about 7 minutes to do a full costume, makeup, and wig change during Act 2, so then I get back into character, do a quick fight call, and then get in my old Deuteronomy disguise, this is actually the first time I've ever seen myself in this. Everyone backstage has to play a guessing game of when to block their ears when I blow up in a big explosion at the end of the fight, and then when I come off, I have only 5.5 minutes to change back into Admetus from Macavity, which includes taking off half of my makeup and repainting it back on. But Zara and I are like a Formula 1 pit crew at this point with the way we maneuver around each other after 115 shows, so we have time to very meticulously prepare for my next entrance. And that is the end of the first show. We catch the lift up to de-drag back in our dressing rooms with a hot towel. I run out for a coffee, and then we do it all again for the night show. We love doing this show in Her Majesty's Theatre here in Adelaide, so please come see us before we close this Sunday the 12th of October. Bye!